Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everyone.
We are back with part 6 of Sonic 3D Blast.
That we are.
Our Sonic 3D Blast Let's Play, that is. And, yeah, so we're at Panic Puppet Zone.
That we are.
And on the, hopefully on the final stretch here.
Yeah. That we are.
This is a long game. Thank you for
Yes.
being in there with us, those of you who are watching.
Yes, we appreciate it.
I'm not.
Can't go up there.
I'm not sure how many people have been sticking around, but those of you who have, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I should probably do a poll sometime to ask people what they're watching, because I know we have subscribers. I'm just curious what you guys are watching. Don't know. But yeah, we're kind of just chilling here. By the time you're watching this, we're in, I guess, the second week of February.
Oh, okay.
I hope the month's been treating you well. I
We hope so too.
hope your mental health is okay.
Yes.
We apologize again for the heater. There's not much I
Yeah, it's better, but it's still a little cold outside.
can do. Yeah, I'm going to try to edit out the sound of the heater, but if I can't, that's why I am apologizing in advance. Yeah, it's been very cold here, and yes, it's starting to get warmer, as Connor said, but
Yes.
it's still been very cold and very dry.
Mm-hmm.
My skin has not been happy.
Mine neither.
My hands are chapped, my lips are chapped, hands are chapped and cracking too, which is not fun. Throat is dry. My nose does not like the cold. So, you know how sometimes with cold weather you just have a runny nose because it's cold? It's that kind of thing. Oh, not fun stuff. But I've been trying to push myself to be active and try to get some exercise to get in better shape. Which is kind of what we all end up doing at the beginning of the year, but you know, it hit me that we are working against our nature, like the nature of our bodies, because, you know, back in the days when we just lived off the land, you know, really ancient times, our bodies were really made, you know, similarly to the animals, to kind of just take it easy in the cold and
Aha!
you know,
Hey!
gather food and
Right.
be warm, and I'm sure that actually involved being a little bit heavier for our ancestors.
Yep.
And it was no big deal because they were on the move all the time in the warmer seasons, so they probably lost any kind of extra fat just by traveling all around. But we are in a modern society where we don't do that kind of stuff. So it becomes...
Unfortunately, yes.
So it becomes very much an issue, especially with society encouraging us not to have too much
Yes.
extra weight on us.
Yes. How cruel. I think it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of outdated beliefs, but so far that's the theme of the year, is outdated.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be new year, new you, but at the same time society's trying to bring back all this bad stuff. Not just in our country, I feel like it ripples in other countries too, so...
Yeah, it can.
I'm not... I feel bad.
does.
I feel bad. I'm not trying to get political. I'm just trying to be realistic that this is what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'll try to be positive. I'm trying so hard. It's gotten really hard, but
Yeah, it
I'm
has.
trying. And we appreciate you guys and that you're here. I don't know if we'll feasibly make this a career one day, but I would love that. That would get rid of a lot of excess stress that I have. Because I'm trying my best at this point. I've noticed the older I get, the more tired I am of the idea of working for a company and working under someone. It just causes me a lot of undue anxiety, stress, and frustration. As I learned, so... But I know, everybody feels that way, and that's why these kinds of jobs are very competitive, because everybody feels that way. Nobody wants to be under the thumb of a boss. But I'm going to try to be positive. I don't want to give up. I feel like we have a lot to offer the world, and it's just getting them to see that.
Yes.
And I'm talking about you guys too. Don't let anybody tell you you're worthless, because it is a lie. Everyone has worth. Everyone and everything. But that's about all I'm gonna go into. I'm trying to be positive on here.
Yes.
I am trying. And also because I was kind of at a loss of what kind of Sonic stuff to talk about right now. Because... And that's why I always end up accidentally defaulting to complaining about you-know-what.
The movie.
The movies with a S. But yes. The movie franchise that's going to be alive and well for a very, very long time. Because it continues to make billions.
Mm-hmm.
You know... All of the games I like eventually are going to be ruined by a movie franchise.
How sad.
That's how it feels anyway. Well, maybe 2 of them won't, because 2 of them are kind of niche, but, you know. Kind of or very niche, depending on what you consider niche.
Right. Considering Pokemon already has a movie.
Oh, yeah, I definitely don't mean Pokemon. Pokemon has like 1 billion movies.
Yep.
And it's already been, well, a spin-off of it has already had the live-action treatment, so...
Right.
Which is fine.
I almost forgot about that.
I never actually played Detective Pikachu, so I'm kind of like, okay. And you know what? I'll be honest.
I never watched for a game I never played.
Yeah. I only saw the ads for it, and I'll be honest, with what I saw with the ads, Ryan Reynolds is actually not that bad. He's actually more believable as Pikachu than the actual voice of Detective Pikachu in the games, because they were going for comedy and they gave him like a super deep manly voice. And I'm like, Ryan Reynolds is kind of, his voice is kind of more believable in the body of Pikachu than whoever they got to do it in the game. I'm going off of the Japanese one. I don't know if they dubbed his voice at all when they brought it over. So, if you tell me in the comments, well, he has actually has a high-pitched voice in English. I wouldn't know that. I only saw clips of the Japanese version of Detective Pikachu. So, the game that is. The movie, ironically, I've seen Japanese clips of the movie too, and they again gave him this deep AF voice in the Japanese version. I guess just trying to make the same joke the game did. And I'm like, okay. Because it's funny, the movie was new when I was in Japan, the Detective Pikachu movie. So I saw the ads for it, like they were simultaneously playing it in English with subtitles and in Japanese. So you would just choose, the time of whatever language you wanted to watch. I didn't go. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, no, I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
And then somebody online reviewed it, someone on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, this is enough for me. I don't have to go watch the movie now. And weirdly, it wasn't nearly as popular as I thought it would have been. People were like, yeah, it's fine, it's good. But nobody was like, oh my god, we have to make a whole franchise.
That's a relief, because I don't know if live-action Pikachu would...
Yeah, my only real complaint was I didn't like the designs of the Pokemon.
Understandable.
I mean, Mewtwo looked okay. Pikachu and Mewtwo looked okay, but the other ones, no. I, in fact, was concerned that they were using the style of somebody's artwork that I remembered from a long time back.
Oh, yeah.
Without his permission, but I don't know. Supposedly he was honored, so I guess no harm, no foul, but I was kind of hoping they would pay him since they used his style, and I don't know that happened. I don't know anything about it. Let me know in the comments.
Yes, and I don't know either. Feel free to enlighten me in the comments as well.
And feel free to set me straight if I'm completely off. If you're like, no, he did get payment, let me know.
Yeah.
I don't even know the guy's name. There was somebody on DeviantArt, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was doing, like, hyper-realistic Pokemon, and they were meant to look disturbing. That's why I was like, why did they go with this? It was a really weird choice.
Uncomfortably weird, too. He did other weird things, too.
Yeah, but it was popular, so it doesn't surprise me that the people who made the movie were aware of that art.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my snack. So
good idea.
You'll hear crinkling guys, probably. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I'm sitting here like, why does Mario need a movie? It had a movie.
Yeah, it did.
It had 2.
Oh, yeah!
Or 3, I guess, technically.
Yeah. People forget. Too much, I would add.
Yeah, 2 animated movies and a live action one over here.
Yep.
So I didn't feel like Illumination's movie was necessary.
It honestly kind of wasn't, to be honest.
Other than Greed.
Yep. Greed. One of my least favorite game shows, too, I would add.
Never heard of it.
That's a good thing.
So I don't feel the need for there to be Donkey Kong Country movies.
Me neither.
I don't feel the need for a Zelda movie, especially a live action one.
Crabs!
I was horrified way back when they made that April Fool's Day joke that they were making one.
Oh my god, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, I can't forget. I will never forget. It was horrifying.
Yes, they look like Donnie and Marie Osmond.
Yeah, somebody even, bothered to make the trailer for it. And this was real people. This wasn't AI generated crap. This was people actually. And that, my friends, because I know people were like, I didn't want to lecture about AI. That's the problem we have about AI, okay? People put a ton of effort in something that admittedly is a prank, but it was a beautiful piece of artwork. They made a whole movie trailer, and it looked like a real professional movie trailer, and they did that with their own talent, and they spent a lot of time on it. And now you just tell the computer, oh, I want Legend of Zelda live-action movie trailer in the style of a 1980s sci-fi film, and then it'll just do it for you in a few minutes. Yeah, if even a few minutes. It probably will take seconds.
Yeah. The power of nightmares. I much prefer the power of cheese. But yeah, they are disturbing from the thumbnails I've seen.
Yeah, and they don't have any soul to them. And
yeah, they're soulless.
It's like, and a lot of the times the people that don't care are the people who aren't in the creative arts. And I've heard the argument, well, this way anybody can be an artist, even people that don't have talent. There are two problems with you saying that. First of all,
you can get talent.
Right. First of all, anybody can be an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have this so-called talent that they're born with. But you can cultivate the talent. You can cultivate the skill. You can study, you can learn, you can hear what other artists say. You can put in the work. The problem is somebody who's saying that you're not going to actually make art. You're just imitating art. And the computer's doing it. You are not doing it. The computer is doing it.
Yeah.
So, no. That is not a good argument. I'm sorry. Because, yeah, you're like, anybody can make art. Anybody can make a movie this way. Anybody can make pretty much anything this way. But you're not. It's the computer doing it. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's the computer. Not you. And it's not real. And you're making it off of stolen things. Because that's the other problem. A lot of times they're not getting permission. Sometimes, yes. Some people say, yeah, I consent. You can use my stuff to train AI. But 99% of the time, it's not the case. So, frankly, you're just being lazy. You're not willing to put in the work. Because here, I was not born with an artistic talent. My very first drawings were heads with legs and dots for eyes. That was what the very first person I drew looked like that.
But you improved your skills.
Exactly.
And you made some of the most beautiful artwork I've seen.
I've practiced. I've worked hard. I'm still not perfect. There's still a lot I have to improve on. But I have put in the effort. I have dozens of how to draw books. I've watched videos. I've gotten advice from people who have worked hard and gotten further in drawing than me. And, I've made friends that way. So, you're missing out on all of that. And yeah, I'm not telling you can't do it. Whatever. Free country. You can do it. But don't call it art. Don't say, well, this way I can be an artist or a movie director or I can write books, because that's not what you're doing. And that is the one thing that you cannot convince me otherwise. So, yes, if you person who commented that you didn't want to lecture about AI is listening, this is why I did that. I am a very creative person. I like to make art. One day I would like to make music. I have had interest in, I am a voice actor. I want to get, actually into making money with that one day. I would like to make music one day. I had, probably when I was younger, I wanted to act. So yeah, basically all the venues I'm interested in are threatened by AI, so I kind of take it personal. Because it kind of is a personal attack for someone like me.
Yeah.
And I was not a person born with innate talent. I worked on it. And I still am. I'm going to singing lessons now. I'm improving my voice. And, I previously took lessons for drawing too. So, you can improve. You don't have to take the easy way out. Because to me, using AI is no different than plagiarizing. It is plagiarizing.
Yes.
Because it's just using a bunch of information from other creators to make something new. But the thing is, it doesn't have a soul, it doesn't have the way to, I guess eventually it'll make something from nothing. That's, I guess, the eventual goal. Because the eventual goal is to make people like me unnecessary. And yeah, so that's why it bothers me. And who's to say one day it's not going to come for other jobs? Maybe jobs that you guys care more about. So... that's why I make the argument I do, and I'm not going to apologize for bringing that up in this video.
You shouldn't.
I don't even know if people are watching to this point anyway, so whatever. Because I have expressed unpopular opinions about things for years, and I've always, backed down because I don't like starting fights, but I have a right to my opinions, so... I'll be respectful if you're respectful, but I'm not gonna back down. Anyway. That's that. We apparently cannot get up this thing.
This is extremely difficult.
I know. I see that. I'm not judging, I'm just saying we apparently can't seem to get up there.
Okay. That's 2.
Bah! Slippery.
Too slippery. Twice, I've recorded moments where I fell through the platform.
Right.
Okay, finally.
Yeah.
Which that is, to quote Sonic, that's no good. Because it is no good when you fall through a platform.
Eventually we will watch Sad AM
Oh, there he is.
properly, or
Yes,
the
we
rest
will.
of it.
We will.
Because the place we were using that had it for streaming decided to only leave up the Spanish dub.
Yes.
And I'm kind of like, I felt bad watching the Spanish dub. I'm like, I kind of want to watch it in the original language first.
Understandable.
I mean, it was kind of hilarious because they unintentionally made one scene naughty, but like, I know it wasn't intentional, but
that,
oh my god.
That was hilarious. I remember that.
I was cracking up. I'm like, I know what's going on screen, but it kind of sounds like something else.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Eh. Crud.
And we have one more. We have one more Flicky.
I know. I don't know where he is.
One more Flicky. You will get a special awesome prize if you know the song I'm referencing.
Yeah.
Because I could guarantee, like, none of you will. It breaks my heart, but I'm pretty sure none of you will. Unless you're Italian, I guess.
Or one of the super fans.
Or one of the super fans. But here's the secret. I am the only super fan. No, I'm kidding. I mean,
Good one.
It feels like in this country, anyway. Because even one guy who I thought might be kind of like me ended up disappointing me.
Yeah, he did disappoint.
Because I was like, yeah, they have more albums than Europop. And he's like, oh yeah, I know. And I'm like, ah, you do. And I'm like, because I'm like, they have many more albums than Europop that are better than Europop. And he's like, oh yeah, I know. And I'm like, okay, so what's your favorite song? He listed songs from Europop.
Naughty.
So I'm like, alright. I'm like, he was just saying that to get on my good side.
Oh boy.
But,
How disappointing. What a disappointment.
and I should apologize. You, maybe if you're outside of Italy and in other European countries, you might know the song. I just think with this song specifically, it mostly did well in Italy because of a certain sporting event. And that's all I'll say. That's the last hint you guys are getting from me.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Yes.
But you know how much I long to get together with that other percentage.
Yeah.
Those other super fans. A lot of people I meet are like, yeah, you're a super fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of my very first, if not the very first Tumblr post I made, but now I think it's impossible to find because it's like ancient, was about Eiffel 65 and how they were so much more than the quote-unquote blue group, which I swear the actual blue man group probably were angry
Oh yeah.
at MTV for saying that.
Oh yeah.
Because as much as I loved Vice covering some of the stuff beyond Blue, like stuff that most Americans were probably blissfully ignorant of, I still didn't like that they framed it that, oh, it's all thanks to Blue.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that aggravated me. So now Eiffel 65 themselves are leaning into Blue because they know that's what gets them the attention.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It's sad.
Although, thankfully, I have seen some, like, in short recordings that people have done at some of their concerts, that they do sing songs from their other albums, even at their American concerts, which I am so grateful for.
So am I.
Because... But I am sure, like... only a few of them know their other songs. But who knows, maybe with the internet they know. Because by some miracle, one of their concerts in Florida, they were singing one of their hits from their Italian album, and the audience was singing with it.
Great.
I was like, yes! Oh my god, thank God! And in Florida, of all places, how did this miracle happen?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
No offense, I'm sure there are great people in Florida too.
Oh yeah. I'm sure of it.
So yeah, with this one, same as before, we're just going to keep going till game over. And hopefully we'll have some success. Wow! But, oh yeah, I do want to tell you something about the Sonic 3 movie that I forgot to tell you last time, but I won't on here because...
Okay, well...
I'm sure people are tired of me ripping Paramount a new one.
Oh yeah, we've ripped plenty of new ones.
At least when it comes to the Sonic movies.
Yes.
I don't know, I guess when you do the animation in one of the Sonic games, you all of a sudden feel like you can make the Sonic movies. And he did, apparently, so...
That Sonic is a real what? Oh, nothing.
Well, Amy's gonna be in the fourth one, so...
Uh-huh.
And we're thinking Cream might be too, so maybe we'll have that scene in live action.
Oh, dear.
I know Metal Sonic's gonna be there, so I'm like, you're either doing Sonic CD or Sonic Heroes.
Or a hodgepodge of all
or
5.
Right. Are you gonna do Sonic Adventure, or are we just ignoring Sonic Adventure? Or did you do Sonic Adventure in the Knuckles spin-off TV series that I didn't care about? Because it sounded stupid. Just wondering. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah. I love Dreamcast era Sonic games, and I will probably be very annoyingly lovey-dovey once we play those games on here.
That's okay. That's a good change of pace.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a bad sign.
But no, I would really love to hear your thoughts on...
I mean, I was lovey-dovey about the Sonic Genesis games.
Oh yeah, you were. But I would love to hear more about your love of Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm going to defend a few titles.
Yes.
That's funny. That makes it sound like I'm going into the ring. I've got to defend the title of Dreamcast Sonic.
Yes, you should. And win that championship belt.
You picked a fight with the wrong Dreamcast game, bub.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited.
We make our own wrestling storyline.
Yeah. Oh well. I've seen matches over. I think one of the most notorious was over a shampoo commercial that wasn't real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It was a very odd plot point of, I think it was WrestleMania ×8.
Why did the shampoo commercial anger him?
Well, one guy insisted he should be the spokesperson for this company, and the other insisted he should be the spokesperson for said company, and they got angry and nasty to each other, and they duked it out in the ring.
Why do you want to be in a shampoo commercial? You don't have hair. I do too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Because some of the wrestlers don't have hair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Naturally, because not all people have hair.
True.
Although, hearing about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff with people like the Hulk, I would not be surprised if some of that was based on reality.
Probably. That doesn't work for me, brother Hogan?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I'm so sorry that we're stuck here.
Yes, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. This is not really a good...
Yeah, I did not mean the green friendly giant.
Oh! Yeah. Or even the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah.
Both of
I was
whom...
referring to the other man named Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
Who's a character, not a real person. Regrettably.
Right. Oh, good. Thank heavens. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. That took a good portion of the episode.
Yeah.
So, let's see if I can actually complete this thing.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Okay. Oh, no. Run, run, run. We still have one more.
Mm-hmm.
One more flicky.
Okay. Ah!
In this game, you almost don't want the speed up.
Right.
You're almost like, no, please, anything but the super speed. Because it's more of a hindrance in this game than helpful.
Yeah. That's where I went.
Ah. Alright.
Now, was the other one close by?
Hope so.
Yeah. I don't know where the red one went.
I must say, on a positive note, I am seeing a lot of positivity from the Sonic fandom on Tumblr.
Oh, yes.
A lot of support for each other in that community, which is nice to see.
Yes, it is.
And I am happy, regardless of my feelings about how the movie handles the lore and the plot of movies, that it is getting young people into Sonic. I think it's really cool that I have some of the kids I'm tutoring express that they like Sonic, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't know if they would be as interested if it weren't for these movies. So
Right.
I do acknowledge that it is helping the younger generations care. I mean, the video games are too, but I mean, a lot of the games nowadays
Okay, well...
kind of rely on you already being an established fan.
Yeah.
Which is part of the problem of Sonic Generations being as popular as it is because they started to make more games like that. Like Sonic Frontiers very much, from what I have heard, the story points it has is very much you kind of have to be familiar with the games to really benefit from the story of Sonic Frontiers. And I haven't played it yet, but I get that feeling already from what I've heard people say about it. So I feel like a person who, especially a younger person, might not appreciate the story as much.
That's a shame.
I mean, they might, but they might not, because it does a lot. It references a lot of. But similarly to Sonic Generations, it references a lot of previous games and previous plot points. That's all I mean.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that to say, oh, the kids these days don't appreciate it. I didn't mean that.
Exactly, you're not that.
No, I meant it more as putting myself in the shoes as somebody who's completely unfamiliar with Sonic. It might be a little odd. It might be a little hard for me to fully appreciate it if I was in that situation. Whereas the Paramount movies, to say something positive about them, they have their own lore for Sonic and friends. So you're starting from scratch. For people who aren't familiar with the Sonic characters, have something they can follow, and there are things in there that the fans, I guess, can appreciate clearly.
Yes.
I'm just a super picky, hard-to-please Sonic fan, so...
To be fair, you've seen a lot of abuse with the Sonic franchise. We both have.
Yeah, I've been through a lot with the fandom, so
yep.
And I hold it very close to my heart, so I'm not saying that to insult myself. I'm just being fair and acknowledging I'm kind of hard to please. Although, despite that, I liked a lot of the games that other people hated in the past.
I feel like when you start with some of the best, and everything struggles at that, then it's hard.
Right. Yeah. Because I think once the Sonic games started to have stories, I really cared a lot about the plot points and the lore that the stories made. So that's why I get the way I do when I feel like it's being misrepresented or misinterpreted.
Agreed.
And while, I could just consider it AU, which is what it is. It's not canon. Sega hasn't come out and said, the Paramount movies are right, and they are the canon.
Yes, unlike somebody who said that the third game is actually a play.
And Mario.
Yep.
That's Mario.
Yep.
And apparently that guy's right. But anyway, we're talking about Sonic here. No, I'm
exactly.
kidding. It's okay. Man, this is a long video.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But it's cool to hear your takes.
Yeah, thanks. I hope it's cool to you guys too. So, anyway, what was I saying? Misrepresents
something about takes and
so I care when I feel like I could just take it as an AU, which is what it is, because Sega has not come out and said no, this is canon. But my concern is the other side of this is getting the younger generation into the Sonic games, as I worried the younger generation would take the Paramount movies as canon and get mad at the games for not matching the Paramount movies, which might have been their introduction to Sonic and Sonic. So that's like the negative side to what I was saying earlier, I feel like.
Yes.
So that's just where I am with that. It would be like the...
Whoa.
Whoa. That's really something.
Yes.
He's a talented man. It's just a shame that he
He
all
wastes that
goes toward
talent
evil.
on his ego, his evil, building a theme park, kidnapping little critters and forcing them to be robots.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, okay, we're done.
We're done for today,
I'll
everybody.
talk about more later. Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.